In today's episode, we're going to be tackling some heavy urine on carpet. And the urine's already started to rot. You can see right there, it is all throughout the carpet. And what I'm going to be doing is using Green Dragon, and then I'll be boosting with Go-Oxy, which is a peroxide cleaner and brightener. That should, when I spray that down, this stuff should just bubble up. And the thing about this carpet is it is supposed to be glued down to concrete, or it's actually like what they call a gypcrete. And so there's no padding underneath. And the person who installed this carpet, this building's 3 years old, all they did was put maybe one area of glue, like a straight X across the middle. So the carpet will actually bubble up. If you've watched my videos, I do a few properties by this builder. They all kind of look the same. Some of them are in different towns. But you'll see when I use the hot water on it, the carpets, when I'm done, will start to bubble up. Totally normal. It's because they're not glued down. They have a neoprene backing, and they just, in the humid conditions we have in the Pacific Northwest, they expand. And within a few hours, they'll flatten right back out. But you could see pretty bad. And I don't have to use the extractor or steam cleaning equipment on this because I'm going to be using pads. And like I said, it's a flat surface, very flat. This one, I'm not sure what that is. There's one area where maybe they had a desk. I'll tackle that as well. But anyway, I should be able to extract everything through 2 different pads. I'll show you what I'm doing. And then I'll come in afterwards and I'll spray it all down with Kaput, which is a stabilized ClO2. All the products I use are available pretty much 99% at NCAP store. Always a link in the description. There you could see just an additional angle. And again, it is completely flat. Whatever urine was there was somewhat blotted up by the tenant, is what I'm told. And they may have even used a Bissell home cleaner. And that could have left, obviously, a wet residue and some darker alkaline mixing in with that urine. Hopefully nothing that has been on there for a long period of time. If you look in my previous videos, the soap, the oil in the soap can mix with the proteins in the, or with the acidic acids and urine and salts in urine crystals and create a protein bond. And you get stuff like this, or you'll get a bright yellowing. And I do have my wife pre-vacuuming everything. If you saw on the walkthrough, stuff everywhere. Thorough cross-vacuuming and an edging. I'll mix up my solution. You can see I have it there. Getting the hot water. I'm going to be using the Auric Orbiter, my work sprayer, and 2 different types of pads. I'll set those out here and show you. The Auric Orbiter, because I'm on the 3rd floor, up and down elevators, and they're very small rooms, as you can see. This is a Works. It's a 20-volt lithium battery-powered sprayer. These brand new sell for about $119. Everything's included, but you can get them on eBay. And it's from the original manufacturer, so you look for the seller as Works. And they call them remanufactured for $79. I bought my second one about a month ago. The first one, which is the one I'm using now, has lasted for almost 3 years. It's still going strong. The pads that I'm using today, this is a 50-50 blend. It's a 50% cotton, 50% polyester made by Challenger. And I'll use that as the second extraction pad. I have two of those. I only have two rims in this one. These are Glad pads. These come from endcapstore.com. They're 100% cotton. And that is why I've used these multiple times. They have been cleaned. So they are clean, they just have that dingy look because they've been used multiple times. The Challenger pads usually are my second choice. There you could see my wife's showing all of the crap that was picked up. Oh my goodness, tons of stuff for two tiny rooms. Probably never were vacuumed. And here I'm just showing where I pre-sprayed everything. You could see the white foam, all these areas where that urine was. So that's a good indicator. That means the urine was activated and will probably have a great chance of getting 100% of any staining and browning out. So I will let that sit for a minute. I don't want to mix the ClO2, chlorine dioxide, which is called Kaput, in with my regular pre-spray because the peroxide in the Go-Oxy will counter mix with the ClO2. Not a good thing to do, so I'll spray the ClO2 to disinfect, deodorize, and take care of any additional stuff that might come up. At the end, I'll do that with my sprayer. I'll empty it out and fill it up with the right amount of ClO2. So stay tuned. I'm going to methodically work through this. What I do with the first pad, the Glad pad, I'll go through and you'll notice I'm not getting every nook and cranny. I'm basically getting all the main traffic areas, everywhere that I see problematic areas, the door entry. You'll see me go over these areas multiple times. I will be absorbing a ton of that stuff into the pad as the Green Dragon and the Go-Oxy are suspending all the soil. I did spray it really heavy, loosening up all of the urine and suspending that for removal. So stay tuned and we'll take a look at it in just a moment. Okay. Now keep in mind, I have not groomed it yet, and I'm not finished extracting, but take a look at that. That is absolutely phenomenal. I know the camera picks up the different shadows and whatnot, but you'll see that that'll all be neutralized here, especially when I groom it. Now I'm going to go over it a second time, being a little more careful to hit all the nooks and crannies around the edges, and then I'll go all the way up and all the way down, all the way up and all the way down, just extracting evenly and trying to go with the grain of the carpet. This carpet does have a bit of a pattern, kind of like shredded wheat. I'll get back behind the door in the closet. So stay tuned. I won't bore you with filming the entire second part of the extraction. You can watch as a lot of this stuff disappears and how it brightens up the surface of the carpet. I'll end about halfway through the room, and then we'll have a look at the pads and the final results. Okay. You can see here, I'll finish the rest of this off camera. Here is the first two pads, the Challenger pad up there on the top of the screen and the Glad pad on the bottom. Now there is, the Go-Oxy has, like I said, about a 15% peroxide in it. So it actually will start to reverse the color in the soil. So had I not put peroxide in with the solution, these pads probably would have been really black. Especially you could see on the cotton, the Glad pads, since it's a organic material being 100% cotton, the peroxide starts to do its work on the pad as well. So it starts to kind of get in there and it lightens all the dirt shades. So you could see that. And then the Challenger pad, being that it has 50% cotton and 50% polyester, the polyester will really cling and hold the dirt. You could see it, and the peroxide is not going to lighten that up or brighten that up on the pad. So that's both rooms there. And keep in mind, I'll show you the finished product. You may see some waving and buckling, like right there in the center. But look at that. Oh my goodness, it looks beautiful. And this is still why it's slightly damp. If you do carpets or if you've washed a white t-shirt, took it out of the laundry. It looks kind of dark gray when you hang it out on the line. As it dries in the sun, it turns completely white. These carpets will continue to dry over the next period of a few hours, and they will brighten up even more. I did go through, I did not get on film, I must not have pushed the button, but I sprayed it with the ClO2, which I use Kaput. I think it's Kaput. You can find that under the odor control products on ncapstore.com. I'll put a link in the description as well for that. These are just the products that I use. You could see the buckle there in the second room. Absolutely no big deal. They'll just completely go down as it dries. It's kind of like magic, but it came out beautiful. Where the desk was in the middle should be completely fine when it's dry. So there you go. And again, I do give you the link to NCAP Store, not because I'm pushing products on you, but because people typically ask me, what did you use to get that type of result? Everything is 100% safe, manufactured by a professional chemist, made strictly for carpets, so you can feel safe doing that. If you do happen to buy any products through NCAP Store and you use the link in the description, I am an affiliate. I'll get a small commission, which helps support the channel, helps me to continue to provide videos to you, and to help those guys and gals that are getting into the carpet cleaning business. You can go through all the various videos that I have and kind of copycat. It's really simple, the different machines and the different products, and you can see I'm doing it in real time on this one. It is duplicatable, so hope you got some value in that. I'll see you in the next one.